Hello and welcome back to our new and improved Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria. I'm here to talk you through some of the things you expect to see during your first week here and help you get settled down. Now, I want you to forget anything you may have heard about the old location. You know, some people still have a somewhat bad impression of the company. That old restaurant was kind of abandoned for quite a while, but I want to reassure you, Fazbear Entertainment is committed to family fun and, above all, safety. So they spent a small fortune on these new animatronics. A bunch of new technology was added, and they even let them walk around during the day. Isn't that neat? But most importantly, they're all tied into some kind of criminal database, so they can detect a predator a mile away. Heck, we should be paying them to guard you. Now that being said, no new system is without its quirks. You're not the first guy to work at this location. The first guy finished his week but complained about conditions. We switched him over to the day shift, so hey, lucky you, right? Mainly he expressed concern that certain characters seemed to move around at night and even attempted to get into his office. No one really has an explanation for this. I personally think that the robots were never given a proper night mode. So when it gets quiet, they think they're in the wrong room. So then they try to go find where the people are, and in this case, that's your office. I did come up with a possible solution. You see, I think the older models had a glitch in the system. Something about them seeing you as an endoskeleton with its costume on, and wanting to stuff you into a suit. So hey, I've given you an empty Freddy Fazbear head. You can put it on any time, but don't wear it for too long, since it is kind of hard to breathe. So if one of them enters your office and sees you with the Freddy head on, they will probably leave you alone. So I'm sure you'll be fine. Something else worth mentioning is the modern design of the building. You may have noticed there are no doors for you to close, but you still have the door lights, and a flashlight. Use them carefully though, as the building still uses a generator at night. Yeah, it's a temporary solution, so it probably won't last for long. Well, I think that's it. You should be prepared now. But let me repeat what I've said just to make sure, you know? So check the lights, put on the Freddy head if you need to, don't overuse the flashlight. Piece of cake, right? Have a good night, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. still here? Well, if you're listening, chances are you've made a very poor career choice. Always wanted to try this joke out. Night 2, congrats! Seems like I didn't really mention the newer models yesterday. Sorry about that. If you ever visited the old location, you might remember how the older models looked like. Well, if you don't, they weren't exactly the most appealing. So, our designers decided to go in a whole new direction and make them super kid-friendly. Especially Foxy. Speaking of Foxy, I'm pretty sure she's not fooled by the Freddy head trick, but, I've heard she's very sensitive to bright light. All the newer and older models should be, actually. When they encounter bright light, it causes a system reset or something, which makes it freeze for a couple of seconds. Although, Foxy doesn't seem to have the same reset feature, and instead she just tries to avoid the bright lights. Yeah, flashing your light on Foxy should make her back up if she ever leaves her coat. And one more thing. Don't forget to check that music box on the prize counter camera. I'll be honest, I never liked that thing. It's just weird looking. It seems to have the same reset feature related to the bright light, so you know what to do just in case. But, if it does get out, it shouldn't be that big of a deal, since the Freddy mask should fool it. Although, it has stricter security protocols compared to others. So you have to act fast. Anyway, I'm sure it won't be a problem. You have dealt with these guys before. Have a good night, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.